Well, between 4 p.m. and 5:05 p.m., we can see that's 1 hour, 5 minutes. As all our options are in minutes, we know 1 hour is 60 minutes. And 60 plus 5, therefore gives us 65 minutes in total. A circle has diameter 10 centimeters. Circle the radius. We know the radius is half the diameter. So the diameter is 10, our radius is 10 divided by 2, which will give us 5. Circle the percentage that is between a half and 3/4. Percent means out of 100. So looking at a half, is it out of 100? Currently no. So look at the denominator. What do I do to 2 to get it out of 100? I times it by 50. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do the same to top to give it equivalent fraction. And 1 times 50 gives us 50. Now it's out of 100. I know a half therefore is, read off the top number. In this case, it's 50%. 3/4 is exactly the same thing. I want the denominator to be out of 100. What do I times 4 by to get it out of 100? I times by 25. Hence the same to top to keep it equivalent fraction. And 3 times 25 gives us 75. Now it's out of 100. I can read off my percentage as a number on the top. So in this case, 3 over 4 is 75%. Hence, in between 50% and 75%, therefore is 60%. Circle the value of 3 squared plus 4 squared. Well, 3 squared means multiply by itself. Hence, 3 times 3 gives us 9. And again, 4 squared means 4 multiplied by itself. 4 times 4 gives us 16. And 9 adds 16 gives us 25. Simplify fully the following expression. We know simplify means to collect like terms. And like terms have the same combination of letters. Looking along the line, here I have 8a plus 6a. They're like terms, they both end in single a. The sign is always directly in front. So 8 plus 6a gives us 14a. I have plus 5b, subtract 2b. They're like terms again because they both end in single b. Well, 5 subtract 2 gives us positive 3. So hence I've got plus 3b. How many more school students than college students were asked? Well, adding up our row for school students, here I have 40 plus 90 gives us 130. Adding up my row for college students, here I've got 32 plus 38, which will come to 70. As I want to work out how many more school students than college students were asked, I'm just going to subtract the two numbers. In this case, I'm going to have 130, subtract 70, and that will give us 60. What percentage of the 200 students had a monthly cost less than £25? Well, less than 25. Therefore, I'm going to add up my column for less than 25. In this case, 40 and 32. That comes to 72 students. So 72 students had a monthly cost less than £25 out of the 200 students. So out of, I'm going to divide therefore by 200. As I want percentage, we know percent means out of 100. Looking at my denominator, it's currently out of 200. What can I do to the denominator, the bottom number, to make it out of 100? Well, what do I divide 200 by? I divide it by 2 to get it out of 100. Whatever I do at the bottom, I do the same to the top to keep the fraction equivalent. 72 divided by 2 gives us 36. Now it's out of 100. I can just read off the numerator, the top number, as my percentage, hence 36%. Work out the total number of animals that are sold. I'm told 1/5 of the 30 cows are sold. In mathematics, the word of means to multiply. So therefore, I'm going to have a fifth multiplied by 30. When calculating a fraction amount on a non-calculator paper, we always divide by the bottom and times by the top. Here, 30 divided by 5 is 6, and 6 times 1 gives us 6. So 6 cows were sold. We're told 5/8 of the 80 sheep are sold. Again, of in mathematics means to multiply. So I'm going to have 5/8 multiplied by 80. When calculating a fraction amount, again, we divide by the bottom, times by the top. Or 80 divided by 8 gives us 10, and 10 times 5 gives us 50. So I know 50 sheep are sold. As there's only cows and sheep on the farm, therefore the total animals sold is going to be 6 plus 50, and 6 plus 50 will give us 56. Some gamers were asked which type of video game they preferred. 65% said action, 19% said role-playing, the rest said sports. What percentage said sports? We know percent means out of 100. Therefore, I'm going to add up the percentage for action and role-playing. In this case, 65% plus 19%. Well, 9 add 5 gives us 14, so 4 down, carry the 1. 6 add 1 is 7, add the 1 and carry gives us 8. As we're told the rest said sports, and we know percent is out of 100, therefore I'm going to do 100, subtract 84, which will give us 16. A diagonal of a rectangle is drawn on a centimetre grid. The sides of the rectangle are on the grid lines. Work out the area of the rectangle. As I know this is a diagonal of the rectangle, I'm going to start by drawing my rectangle. As I want the area, I know the area is the total inside of a 2D shape. So I've got two choices. When calculating the area of a rectangle, I can do the length multiplied by its width. As it's a centimetre grid, the length of the rectangle is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 centimetres. The width of the rectangle, 1, 2, 3, therefore is 3 centimetres. So to calculate the area, I can just do 4 times 3, which will give us 12. As its area and the lengths are in centimetres, therefore my area is in centimetres squared. Alternatively, as I have the diagram, I can just count the squares. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I get 12 centimetres squared. One side of a parallelogram is drawn on this centimetre grid. The parallelogram does not have any right angles. Complete the parallelogram so it has an area of 24 centimetres squared. Well, to calculate the area of a parallelogram, it's simply the base multiplied by the perpendicular height. As I know the area is 24 centimetres squared, and I'm given one length, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as it's a centimetre grid, therefore that's 6 centimetres. As I know the area is 24, so I know 24 is equal to the base, which we know is 6, multiplied by the perpendicular height. As I want to get the perpendicular height, the opposite of times by 6 is to divide by 6. So therefore h, the height, is going to be 24 divided by 6, which gives us 4. As I know the perpendicular height is 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's a parallelogram, so it has no right angles. Therefore, all I've got to do is move it one square to the left,